Automation, digitalisation for the ITF and ITF unions is quite scary because we're organisations run for and led by people, and the prospect of having no people or a different role for people or a different role for workers is a big challenge. And we need to be on top of, we have a global perspective of what's best practice. What is coming down, whichever section we work in the ITF, this one is Maritime. We need to know what's happening, we need to know how people are responding, and we need to bring solutions. It's no good us complaining that the world's changing. The world is going to change. Technology is changing quicker than we can stay on top of. So our job is to go, this is coming, how do we engage, who do we speak to, who are the policy makers, and what are we going to do about it?
My organisation is the professional body for people in control of ships. We're working with the International Maritime Organisation, our members, our consultative groups to find out what's important to them, and using our monthly publication, our journals, our publications, our books to make sure that seafarers are as well informed as possible. We have online applications that people can use for better communication and so on. So we're making sure that we've got modern means of communication and engaging with them wherever we can to support their skills development into the future.
I think we have two things that we are accelerating in when preparing ourselves for the future. The first is actually being 50-50 on genders. So my colleagues are as many women as they are men. The second is making, different kind of partnerships. So we try and pair up with organizations that are not necessarily in our industry, but have an interesting way of, either changing or trying to change their own industry. So differentiated partnerships is, in my eyes, a very important attribute in the 21st century.
We are going back to how people interact with each other, and also the leadership of the organization, both ship and shore, to be able to share and to be able to align themselves about the direction of the organization, because it's leaders who set the tone. And I think it's important for me to talk about this in the office, but also for the captains to talk about that on board their vessels. So that's something that we are trying to focus on, and also it goes back to this culture of the organization. We believe that if you have a good maturity of the safety culture in the organization, that will allow us to reduce the accidents, and that allows our seafarers to go back home safely.
So what we will do at Faststream is we'll continue to grow our organisation. So we're about 130 people, head office in the UK in Southampton, big office in Singapore, office in Houston. So we'll expand our geographical footprint to make sure that we're covering all the emerging markets globally. And we'll continue to develop our voice as a thought leader in the maritime sector, really showing people the careers that are available and the opportunities, and managing people's careers from seafarer to CEO.
We're starting from grassroots level, if you like. Again, in terms of careers, we're doing an awful lot to promote the careers of maritime. We are trying to tie up the two. I would like to see more collaboration between the HRC and HR Shore side of the business, so that we can build the pipeline, so we're promoting that point of view. We're also promoting more on the personality profiling, and really what does the individual, what is the person themselves thinking, what are their preferences, and being able to take that into really where they want their career to go. That means for us it's happy people who are in happy jobs, which is the success for the industry as well.